good morning to all of you. I am Derrien, responsible for application support in Europe for connectivity products within ST. So yesterday, Roman was giving you an overview of STM32, which is a brand very well known for all of us. Now, for my side, it will be more bit complex because connectivity is not the things which is most known by you guys. Because, okay, we are doing connectivity, but very often STM32 is connected to connectivity from someone else. So let's show, I will try during this presentation to give you an overview of what we do and what we do not do, and give you an overview of what we do plan to provide you for your application. So first of all, I have one question for all of you, a very quick survey. I guess all the products coming from the startup over there are connected. So either to internet, so that's the fantastic IoT that we are talking together, or only being connected to one to the other. So if you can, I guess more than 90% of those devices are connected, right? All of them connected together to something else, either to a very basic remote control like this. So then there are a lot of technology to make it. This slide gives an overview of the main wireless connections that we can see, not only within ST, with all over the place. And I intend to show you with this blue square the things that ST do propose and the things that we do not propose. So basically, we do have the Wi-Fi node, the BLE node, and what we call the sub-ghz node. So node means the small device that you put somewhere, which should be low power. It means that you can rely on it using a battery for a long period of time, which could, in some extent, go up to 10 years for a sub-ghz node, for a gas meter or water meter that you put in the pavement and you can forget for 10 years using only one single battery. So all of this node, we can provide some of the needed connectivity products to make it work from ST. We are not anymore doing any fancy Wi-Fi or smartphone within ST. So no, it's not covered by us, okay? But definitely for sub-ghz, we still have the ability to provide you what we call a gateway between Wi-Fi very often and the sub-ghz concentrator. So basically, as you can see, our target is to provide connectivity chipset or module to make sure that you can connect your product to internet or simply one to the other, like this remote control talking to the laptop over there. What we do intend to provide in 2016 in terms of products, so which is now, and what we intend to provide in terms of evolution, because there are a lot of names around connectivity which are not always easy to understand. I just want to give you an overview of what we intend to explain. So basically, when we are talking about, as I was telling you, one of the key points is the power consumption. So we do have some KPI in order to understand the way the wireless node will work. So this KPI for Wi-Fi BLE of sub-ghz can refer to the range. How far can I talk to this laptop? I guess I may need to have to go closer to the laptop. The mesh capability, making sure that you can reuse the capability from one device to the other and talk to the other one. The power consumption, is it high or is it low? And the internet access. And for all of these 4 KPI, you can see that the Wi-Fi, BLE or sub-ghz technology will provide some various capabilities. For example, for Wi-Fi, we know the range is small, it's only around your house, and then after you can forget it, it's not going to work. While for sub-ghz, it could be big and even very big. It can be more than 10 kilometers if you go to LoRa or Sigfox using sub-ghz, while BLE will still remain small. So all of these KPI are moving on, and there are some evolution coming in. For example, in 2016, we saw a lot of things coming up to make sure that, for example, as I was saying, the long-range capability of the sub-ghz will be extended. So this is thanks to Sigfox and LoRa, and I will show what we can propose. The 6-LoWPAN in order to make sure that we can connect one to the other. The power will be even reduced for sub-ghz, and we do have a product to do so. And for BLE, definitely the mesh capability is very important. And what we do see as the next step in order to move on with the evolution in 2018, we see that on Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi is booming up again while it was an old technology, and some customers are now requesting to get tiny solution, reducing the power consumption within some system of chip solution. While we definitely BLE, compared to what you can see on ZigBee, is still not able to sustain the mesh capability, and this needs to be standardized thanks to BLE 5.0. So all of these things are coming up, and I intend to show you what kind of products we can propose for each application in a way or on the other. Let's start with the sub-ghz product. So the one which allow you to go very far away and make sure that you will not consume too much energy. So we do have some application already available on the field with tiny implementation, making sure that it works in automotive, in smart home. So this is a heat cost allocator, which is very famous in Germany for a while and starting to boom a bit in France, and smart metering, because this is going to be in the pavement, far away, and you forget it for 10 years. So that's what you can do with sub-ghz, as an example. We have one product, which is called Spirit, which is being used already for a while in the metering application, making sure that you can have good performance in RF regarding the bands, and making sure that the power consumption will be low. And we even intend to improve it, thanks to one of the big issue of all this chipset is you need to go for conformance. That's the big issue of RF. You need to make sure that you're not going to pollute the other side when you are talking to one of the device, and you need to go for certification. And some of the customers, for low volume, they don't want to go for this certification, and that's the reason why we do propose some modules which have been already pre-certified and easy to use. So that's the one for sub-ghz. And again, as I was telling you, we need to decrease the power consumption and increase the range. So we were having the Spirit 1, and now we are moving to Spirit 2 in order to make sure that we can decrease the power consumption and increase the range. So this is already available for some alpha customers in sampling over Q4, and it will be officially launched next week in Barcelona, as there is the European Utility Week, because it's more for metering application. Aside all of these hardware blocks, we need to provide software, and we need to provide enablers in order to make sure you can take the STM32 you prefer and connect it to this transceiver for sub-ghz. So we do provide some libraries which allow you to access to the low-level drivers of this transceiver. We do also provide some application coming on top for the mesh technology, like what we were talking about, the 6-LoWPAN, which allow you to connect extra one device to the other, and making sure that it's going as well be able to work. So this is already provided in full source code of the Contiki website, and you can get it and run your own 6-LoWPAN node easily. We do provide as well a wireless and bus complete stack, 2013 compliant, mainly for metering application again. And this is being deployed already on the field. It is not coming from, it is in-house within ST, and allow you to make sure that you can connect devices which are not being developed by your own application, as the wireless and bus is a standard already quite deployed in Germany or in Europe. And finally, thanks to Spirit 2, we are now able to do some low performance wireless area network thanks to Sigfox. The Spirit 2 has been certified by this company, and we are now able to launch it officially. So this is what's going to be done next week in Barcelona during European Utility Week. This transceiver is brand new, so we are getting very good power consumption figures compared to our competitors. And definitely this is the one which is being highlighted as one of the best in terms of power consumption. So that was for sub-ghz, okay? So the one when you want to transmit far away or receive far away, but with your own protocol. Now we move to what we call Bluetooth Low Energy. So you want to connect your device to a smartphone. This is the basic application. And so this application can be used in automotive, in consumer, so beaconing and all this fancy application coming up. and home automation, the remote control, and all the things that we do have right now. So we do have mainly two kinds of products. Either you do have a network processor, so you will still need a STM32 being connected to this device. Okay, so that's the protocol stack is fully provided, but then you need a device aside in order to run it. You can again go through a module. If you don't want to go for certification and get a fully packaged ready, you go to this module, and that's available as well, and still provided by ST. Or you go for Blue Energy 1, which is an application processor, meaning that the application this time will not run on an STM32 aside, but will fully integrated in the system of chip package. So now it's exactly the same protocol stack running and already available for mass market. Now we covered sub-ghz, we covered Bluetooth low energy. The remaining one is Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi, we took a different approach. We do not provide chipset for this one due to the complexity of the protocol stack. We do provide completely a module which allow you to interface with the Wi-Fi world and internet only few basic AT commands. So this is using for sure a transceiver and an STM32 aside in order to then be able to connect to external world. So it's providing a lot of features and a lot of TCP/IP stacks, SSL stacks directly from the top level of this module, and this is already certified to the Wi-Fi. So basically, this is to summarize what we can offer for RF in 2.4 GHz. We do have the chipset itself for Bluetooth and for Wi-Fi, and the different enablers in terms of software, the development package that we do have. One thing I did not cover during the speech is the Blue Energy -2, which will provide more flash inside the application processor in order to be able to extend the application of your own application. Sorry. So that was I would say the basic offer in terms of connectivity that we can provide you. Now we need to make sure that we help the customer and you to make sure you are able to connect this device one to the other. And this is what we call the open development environment, that you can stack up the different devices on the STM32, the connectivity, the MEMS, whatever you want, all together. So the purpose here is to make sure that from your idea, you can go quickly to a first prototype without designing any specific hardware, then to an initial prototype, which is not too costly, then to the final product. And this is done thanks to mainly on connectivity 3 devices that we do provide. So you do have the one for Blue Energy. So that's the kit that has been distributed yesterday. So based on the module, because definitely we think that for this kind of first prototype, one of the key points is to make sure that you can get access first to the module rather than to the chipset, because the quantity and the volume will not be high. So you have it for Bluetooth low energy, we have it for sub-ghz, and we have it for Wi-Fi. So the 3 are covered. The 3 main, I would say, connectivity way that we discussed initially, sub-ghz, BLE, and Wi-Fi. You do have the extension board in order to connect your device. And what do you get on top? We were talking about software. One of the key points is to make sure you can get access to the software package only going through st.com website. And this is done in a very basic way. You just need to get access to the ex-Nucleo reference design and click on 2 buttons to get the full software package in source code for BLE, as an example, but also for Wi-Fi or sub-ghz. By this way, you can start your own application. This will allow you to connect the STM32 to your connectivity platform, but very quickly you will ask for more, and you will ask to get a full application, extended connectivity with MEMS, with NFC, whatever. And ST is proposing some what we call functional package on st.com to make sure that you can okay, we guess some application. I'm sure you will be better than us to guess the next one, but at least it gives you some basis to understand the way to connect different things. So the functional package is very useful when you have an idea in mind, but you miss some of the things to make it happen. And so we've just drafted a few applications that we can think about. Okay, for example, connect your application to the cloud, how to make it, thanks to Azure or IBM Waston. So this is provided in full source code on st.com, thanks to the functional package which are referenced there. You want to do a full network covering 6LoWPAN, we do provide this functional package in full source code as well on st.com. You want to make sure that you do have the BLE being integrated in a configuration which is not a mesh, okay? You still have a one which is covering all of us. That's also possible thanks to this functional package. And so the functional package is provided again on st.com, just looking at what you can guess on the website. So the big, again, the idea behind this ODE platform is to start from the idea, devise the prototype, get a first idea, and then integrate on some boards and go for your own production. So what could we take as a reminder? We definitely have a few things from connectivity that we can provide you to make sure you can connect to your microcontroller. This is available, fully documented. We do share a lot of source code on st.com to help you to make it. You just need to connect few boards together, which are not so expensive to get, in order to make it happen. And then, for sure, we can help you to go further. So that was the overview of what we can provide you for connectivity. Thank you.